It's been approximately a little over 30 days, I think, that I've been using the Cove device right here. This is kind of this headset device that you put over your ears. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you through what it is, how it works, and what I love about it, what I don't love about it. Should you buy it? Hi, my name is Shervin, where we leverage technology to live happier and healthier lives. Recently, I've been struggling with a lot of stress and anxiety, which I bet a lot of you have been too.
It's true, it's true.
And I kept getting targeted on Instagram, Facebook, and every single platform with these ads about this device called Cove. And I was like, I gotta get it. So I went ahead and I purchased it with my own money to see what is this like, is it actually helpful, and does it actually work? And in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through what my experience has been in the last 30 days. So what do I love about this device? When I first tried it the very first time, I have an unboxing video, you can watch that on my channel. I actually felt like I was getting like a massage right behind my ears. You know that feeling where you're just like, ooh, it feels relaxing? That's kind of the feeling that it gives you. One thing that I've noticed, if you're moving around a lot, if you're eating food, it's not gonna be as effective. At least that's kind of what I found. Wouldn't get that sensation and that feeling. And over time, that relaxing kind of massaging feeling kind of just, I felt desensitized to it. I don't know if that was just how I performed, but it felt like it wasn't as relaxing every time I used it. But what I do love about it is the battery lasts a really good long time, probably about like 5 to 7 days, I think, if I'm using it once a day. It's easily adjustable. It feels high quality. It's kind of plastic, but it's like good quality plastic, as you can see here. And it fits pretty comfortably around my ears. If you are wearing glasses, I try to take my glasses off and put it on. After about 20 minutes, it can feel a little uncomfortable. It's just kind of been sitting there for a while, so it feels kind of weird around your ears. This is kind of what it looks like when it's on your head. So it doesn't look too funny. You can't really see it. Maybe people behind you, if you're using this at home, this is great. It is a 20-minute long session, so you gotta be ready to kind of do something calm, something relaxing, something where you're sitting down, not really chewing, moving your head too much to kind of feel the effects. I love that it comes with its own little traveling case, so if you wanna travel with it, whoop. But it is a very nice case, very high quality case. Now, is this something I travel with? I'll let you know later in this video. But if I want to travel, I can just toss this in my bag and go. If it's a couple days trip, as long as it's fully charged, no issues, right? I don't have to charge it while I'm there. One of my gripes is it does use micro USB. So as you can tell there, it's using micro USB. I would prefer that it had USB-C, but what you gonna do? A lot of kind of devices are like that. They do offer this really nice nylon wrapped cable. I haven't even opened it because I have so many of these goddamn cables that I just didn't even want to open it. Boom. When it comes to actually using the device, it's super simple. You go ahead and you press the power on button. Boom, the light turns green. And if I want to start a session, I can just press that button and change the level. So there's about like 0 to 10 levels. You can go up and down with these buttons on this side. And let me actually show you the app. Let's pop up this iPhone screen recording of Cove on my iPhone, and I can show you kind of an app walkthrough and what the app walkthrough is like. So when you first load it up, it's currently connected. It shows you the battery on the top left. I'm about 3/4. Sync is up to date. I can go ahead and tap history and see how many times I've used it. So as you can tell, I started using this February 14th. Today it is March 22nd. So a little over a month and a half of using it. I did a couple sessions every day. I try to do at least one session a day and try to stay up with it. My latest streak is 23 days in a row that I've been using this. So I'm pretty impressed with myself. And then you can go ahead to your profile and it's got kind of your basic settings right over there. But really there's nothing much to it. All you need to do is you press this Cove button and it starts activating. On the bottom you can see your different levels. So you got 5, 6, 7, 8. And what they say the most impactful way is to keep the level as low as possible where you still get to feel it. For me, it was kind of like 6, 7, depending on what I was doing that day. It was kind of funky. And then I can end the session and I can even see, hey, is it working? You can schedule notifications to get reminded to use it. And they just say kind of keep it charged. And there was one case where I forgot to charge it and it was a little frustrating, but because the battery life is pretty good, it's really powerful. You can see right there now the light is it's purple, fluctuating. That means it's actually working. I can even minimize this little screen here. Boom, and it shows you how long my session has been going on for. I can put it on. I actually don't feel anything, so let's up it. Boom, I can feel the massage kind of going on behind my ears, kind of like on my bones. So you just want to make sure it's a snug fit. You can open, expand it, and it adjusts to the right head size. I sometimes put on my glasses, but they'll tilt a little forward, so you might want to take your glasses off for this session. But the app is super simple. I've never really had connectivity issues. It connects pretty often. If you're having issues, you can start it without the app, which is extremely valuable. Now, is this device actually effective? From an anecdotal perspective, I felt like a couple times here and there, I felt a little more relaxed instantly after the session. I emailed them and I was like, hey, I want to return this device. And they said, give it some more time, because it can take a couple of weeks, even a month, to actually start to feel the benefits of less stress and less anxiety. I still feel stressed and anxious, so it's definitely something that's even stronger that the Feel Cove device probably can't help. This is not medical advice. I would highly recommend you talk to your doctor about any information, but this is kind of like more of a high performance device. If you're trying to really get that little sliver, that 10%, that edge, kind of like the Apollo Neuro, it's not the main dish type of device where it's gonna radically change your life, but it does have the power to give you that slight edge, that slight improvement, that 5 to 10% that you might want, versus like, getting enough sleep can drastically 80% impact on your day. Wearing a Feel Cove device, 5 to 10%, right? So if you're not getting enough sleep, this is not gonna help reduce your stress and anxiety. If you're not eating properly, this is not gonna help reduce your stress and anxiety. If you're not getting in exercise, this is not gonna help reduce your stress and anxiety, because those factors are much more powerful in terms of improving your life. So I always invite people to figure out those things first. If you have figured those things out, and then you have the money, that's my other guide. This thing is very expensive. I think it's like $450. I did the Affirm plan, so I'm paying it over 3 months. But you just gotta note that this thing is expensive, and it really has to provide the value for you for that cost. So if you have the money and you're looking for that 5 to 10% improvement in terms of stress and anxiety, and just kind of that little bit of like oomph to get even farther, then yeah, this thing might be worth it to you. But if you're the type of person who still hasn't figured out their baseline, their nutrition, their exercise, their relationships, and their sleep, if you haven't figured those things out for the most part, it doesn't have to be perfect, but for the most part, then this device is not for you, because you need to make sure you get your foundation right before you start to add the walls, the curtains, and your ceiling. Okay, going to the Feel Cove website, introducing Cove. They have some beautiful video, and you can purchase the Cove. Like I said, it's $490, which is extremely expensive for a device that I've ever used. And I think you really have to make sure, is this device providing the value that it is? They do have a good return policy, 45 days. So if you really feel like you want to try it and it's going to be worth the money, it could be. I recommend you buy it, test it out, and see how it works for you. Stress reduction, sleep improvement, restlessness, effortlessness. I think the biggest value in Feel Cove is the effortlessness. I've used it 23 days in a row, and literally all you do is you turn it on, you put it on, you press the button, and that's it. I think anything that's that easy to use can be extremely powerful. A lot of other things, if you want to do yoga, breath work, right, it requires you to do the work, whereas this does the work for you, which at the same time, I don't know if it's actually effective when it does the work for you, but they say 90% of clinical trial participants felt less stressed, so that's good. Maybe I'm the 10% that it didn't work for. You can see they've got the cool unboxing right there, their testimonials, a whole bunch of FAQs, and then the science. So they say that they've done extensive research and impressive results, right? They had 3,500 participants, and they used it for over 30 days. Stress levels decrease, sleep quality increase, and there is just immediate and lasting stress reduction. So I think that's relatively interesting. The group size I think is kind of small, but if you're trying to improve your sleep and reduce stress, I think this can be pretty powerful. They did also use EEGs to understand how it actually impacted the mind. So it's increasing alpha waves and decreasing beta waves during the Cove session to help calm you down. And they did MRI imaging. They really try to validate their product as much as possible. The thing is, they don't actually show they just show kind of the conclusion of this data and this research. I don't find a way to actually download and look at the research paper itself. That's one thing I wish they would put on their website, but the overall numbers are pretty extreme and pretty powerful. So I would highly recommend you just try this device out and test it if you're like, I really feel like I want to improve my sleep and reduce my stress. I think they've done a great job of making a beautiful product, right? It's simple, it's clean, it's minimalist. However it works through the vibrations behind your ear, I think there is some like calming effect behind it. I've definitely felt it, but I don't know if it's strong enough to kind of calm my extra stressed person down. So just keep that in mind. It's not medication. This is not medical advice and this is not medication, but this is a product to help you feel slightly better. And I recommend you check it out. That was a Feel Cove review for 30 days. I experienced it, I tried it. Will I keep it? Probably not. I hope you enjoyed this video. I might have an affiliate link down below. Other than that, my name is Shervin. Subscribe, like the video. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.